Alrighty guys, we are out here. Car is back in the garage, getting ready for the winter teardown procedure. If you already know, we have the Rock Solid Motorsports fuel pump or fuel tank, Aeromotive fuel pump, System 1 filter, all going in. And we have sold our TIC Performance intercooler. It is gone, sold already, and we need to pull the heads and see what our leakage may be. Not real sure if there's no telltale signs of anything particular, but shouldn't take too much. The only problem, I don't have a thing to drain my coolant right now. I don't have, all of my things over here are full of oil, so I don't know how much we'll get done, but we may go ahead and take the intercooler, some of this piping off.
This piping?
Yep. And we're probably going to be redoing some of this, doing a new merge and different things. We may send that turbo off or see if we can buy a rebuild kit, since it seems to be having some oiling issues.
This one?
No, this one over here. So how there's oil right there?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. And there's oil right here too.
There's oil on that one too, huh? Interesting. Well, we're going to do that and talk to you a little bit about what the plans are to do. I'm going to mount this
I'll probably
better.
buy you a fan.
We already have a fan. It's upstairs. Going to be mounting this better, more solid, and then we will be mounting that fuel system up here and mounting the fuel pump back here. I'm going to go ahead and take all of these fuel lines out, all the fuel lines, probably at least the return back, because there's a chance that I may run a feed up to this tank and feed it from the back, just in case, sort of have a reserve fuel cell for street purposes. Yeah, don't be leaning on it.
I'm probably going to buy you a whole new front.
Oh, you're going to buy me a whole new front, huh? Okay.
This thing's old.
Yeah.
It's like 56 years old.
Yeah. What in the world? You got something
Candy
all
cane,
over.
believe it or not.
Candy cane, or I think it's blackberry, but yep. We are going to also look at some things to do on the car to get things cleaned up and nicer. I probably am going to pull the door panels here and remove some of the metal out of these units. These still have the crash bars and everything. You can tell we did this back side, which I may even remove some more metal from this door as well. And yeah, I mean, we're still a lot of metal up in here, so it is what it is, though. It is what it is. So I'm going to keep this thing somewhat, but we are going to do some things that are going to help this thing be more prepared for the street, and to where I don't have to have as much crew. One thing I may do as well over the winter, we're not sure, is I may take these downpipes, run them a different way, and get these holes filled up here, and we may run them somewhere else.
Can you run the downpipes up here?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Funny.
Yeah, it would. So, all right, we're going to start working on this thing and get some stuff pulled off of it. So let's get to it. What's up, guys? Ta-da! You could definitely tell that water was getting. Let me turn this thing around. You could definitely tell we had some stuff going on here. For sure. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. Send some pictures to TKM, see what they recommend, and we found a boo-boo. We found a big one. Where are you at?
We got a picture we'll put up on the video.
Yes, we have a picture, but think I found my miss, boys. Or let's say this was probably working, but I also believe I found where my metal shavings or aluminum was coming in the oil. This may have not been actually as much. This was on this cylinder, but I will say whenever I pulled the plugs, cranked it over, these two cylinders plumb full of water. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all, but it is what it is. Now I got to figure out what we're going to do. Obviously, seeing this break tells me that we've reached the limits of this valve train, and probably for the best. Thankfully, it broke without hurting anything. It obviously didn't drop a valve. The head looks to be in great shape.
Did it break when?
It looks to be in good shape. This Halamar is just starting to, I think it was just starting to lose seal around the ports. You can see some of this is gone and different things like that. So, pretty sure that's all it is. Other than that, everything looks good. I don't see anything.
Did it break when?
That's just the little bit of surface stuff from where it's had a little bit, but we sprayed some WD-40 in there. It sucks because now we got to figure out valve train geometry with some new stuff, and I got to come up with some money. I'm gonna talk with TKM and see what they recommend me do. Obviously, that could have been way worse than it was. Here's the head gasket.
It seems to be in good shape.
It does, but you can see here, looks like we were getting some bleed through. Would have been on this side. You can see
Right here, kind of.
what I believe is where it was bleeding through, or we're getting a little bit of.
Look right here.
Nothing over there, buddy. Nothing over there. So this. We're good on this side, but we can still clean this up. This is still in good shape. You can just tell it was probably just time to take this off and reseal it. There's barely any silicone on. It's just not. It's very thin stuff, and it probably was just time after however many passes. So it is what it is.
Now antifreeze is all over the engine.
Yeah, and all over the floor. So, yep. All right. So, sort of sucks. We've got a bunch of stuff off of here. Intake's off. Obviously, don't really want to do anything when it comes to the rest of it until I talk with Kevin at TKM if they want to see the whole motor back, or if we can do it with just the heads. The intercooler is off. Came off super easy, no issues with it, and it is ready to go. On the passenger side head, I don't see any problems, so that's pretty good. I don't see anything broke, and I gotta say, there's a chance when I torqued the motor down in the cold of the last video, there's a chance it was already hurt, or that part was broke. I don't know. Maybe that thing just wasn't. It has sounded a little funny. Obviously, there's water in the cylinder, so there's our issue. Number one. Number two, that thing may have not been opening exactly correct, but I didn't see that broken piece or the broken pieces, and I honestly didn't see it even after I took it off. Actually, whenever I took it and I set it on the tray, it didn't sit. It sat crooked, and I flipped it over and was like, oh, that's not good. So we knew that we were pushing the limits of these Trick Flow 1.6 roller rockers. I'm going to see if we can find another 1.6 that's relatively similar for the geometry of things, maybe, so I don't have to buy new push rods. But it's looking like my best bet is probably T&D or Jessel shaft rockers would be the smartest way to go. So if anybody has about $2,000 they'd like to throw my way, that would be amazing. It sucks this is racing. I was afraid when I pulled it apart that we would find something that, that was really hurt. Honestly, the motor looks fine. Cylinders look fine. There's no cracked cylinders or sleeves, or there's no pinch. Doesn't look like any pistons are damaged. So we're good. I haven't pulled the other side off yet. I'm obviously going to do that and pull the other side and reseal it whenever we do all this. I'm going to take and clean everything off nice and good. And then, yeah. Well, race car life, man, it sucks. So we do have to pull. I'm going to start pulling probably, may pull the water tank and the fuel cell from the back out. May put my little 5-gallon cell back in the back and run a small single pump in a line. And I know this is going to sound funny, but I'm going to just keep it on the same fuel pump thing. And if I have to run the car for an extended amount of time, let's say down a return road or something like that, or like maybe a street somewhere, I'll have a 5-gallon reserve that I can like fill that up just in case. I think it would be smart to do. I don't know. We'll see. Somebody may tell me that I'm an idiot for that, but I'm still going to keep a radiator on the car, still going to keep things on the car to make it street, at least for a little, like when I say street, it needs to be able to be driven for at least, 10, 20 miles, just for reasons. If you know type of reasons. So, all right. That's it. Fort Pitt. What do you think?
Not good.
Not good. Not good. It is what it is, though. Yeah. We got to buy some new parts. That's all there is to it. That's it, guys. See y'all in the next one. Peace.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, yeah. For the